The first sound he noticed was not a footstep. It was not a voice. It was the forest breathing, and something else patient, huge, patient enough to wait. His name was Arjun. Not everyone remembers the names of the lost. He was 40, a photographer by trade, a man who knew the river and the trees. He traveled to the Sundarbans to shoot the world's last mangrove tigers. He came for pictures. He left with nothing but a scar and a story. The Sundarbans are a place that breathes salt and silence. Tides rearrange the land every day. Paths disappear. Trees stand like watchmen. For locals, it is home. For strangers, it is a maze. And this maze belongs to a hunter. He took a wrong turn at low tide. A sudden storm split the sky. The boat tossed. He fell. The rope snapped. The boat drifted away, gone in 3 minutes. A broken ankle, a soaked camera, no radio, no phone signal. He watched the river carry his only way back to civilization. Night closed fast. His ankle throbbed. He wrapped it with a torn shirt. He found a small raised root, a little island in the mud. He decided to wait. He decided wrong. Nights in the Sundarbans are loud and restless. Mosquitoes, croaks, the tide whispering like ghosts. He built a small fire with wet twigs. Smoke was his shield. For now, sleep came in short fits. Every snap of a twig felt like a footstep. And then he felt it. Not a snapper watching. Close enough to smell the forest through it. At dawn, he found a print. Deep for toes, claws, a path that could only belong to one Animoda tiger. He thought of hiding. He thought of running. Both choices were dangerous. He stayed very still. He did what his instincts told him not to do. He kept silent and small. Days rolled like the tide. He lived on river water boiled on a small tin, on fish his hands caught, on the fruit he learned to trust. He slept poorly. Infection crept into his ankle. Hallucinations came in short flashes of his home. The tiger came back once at twilight, once at noon, always at the edge of his sight. It watched from a distance. Sometimes it followed his tracks for hours, then disappeared into the mud. He saw it walk on a narrow ridge. He saw it lap water downstream, then vanish. He smelled it musk and river peat. On the 7th day, the tide came in faster than he expected. A storm swelled the river. He watched from his root like a man on a tiny island. The water closed in. Something moved under the black surface. Long shadow, the size of hunger. A saltwater crocodile circled below. He could not descend into the water. The boat was long gone. The tiger stepped out of the trees. It did not attack. It came close enough that he could make out the scar on its face. The animal stared, not with hatred, but with an old patience. It was not protection. It was assertion. The tiger marked the bank with a rub of its jaw. The croc backed away. The tiger paced like a guard. The animal's presence changed the rules of that small island. Predators gave the tiger space. He survived because the tiger's territory became, briefly, his shield. After the storm, silence settled like dust. He caught the tiger's eye across a shallow channel. Neither moved. They measured each other. He understood something in that gaze. Respect. He lowered his head. Not in surrender, but in recognition. 4 days he had been a stranger in the tiger's world. Now he learned one rule: be small, be still, and you might pass through. He did not pet it. He did not feed it. He did nothing heroic. He sat very still and showed he was not prey. That small act of humility kept the tiger from noticing him as food. A search party had been looking for him since his boat didn't return. On day 9, a local fisherman saw a small reflected flash on the Muda camera lens. Maybe a piece of metal. They found him weak, feverish, but alive. He told the rescuers about the tiger. They did not laugh. Here, the animals remember the land long after humans forget. He healed slowly. The ankle left a permanent limp. He kept the pictures he had taken. Blurred, raw, honest. He never returned to hunt. He returned to tell the story. People asked if the tiger loved him. He answered the same way each time. It did not love me, it watched me. It reminded me where I belonged, which was not there. We are always guests in a place that remembers longer than we do. Respect is not weakness, it is Surivao. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more true stories.